Hello everyone, welcome back to Believer Science Academy. This is Target 2025 Prelims through previous year question session. In this session, we will be analyzing previous year questions and we will be trying to analyze the questions as well as try to do certain shortcuts and other tricks on how to answer these kind of questions. So we are doing 2022 Prelims previous year question. We are already done with history part of this paper. Today we will be dealing with geography part. Okay, so in 2022 prelims there was a significant number of questions from geography. So I would say this was the change in trend from UPSC from past years to current years. Geography was usually neglected in previous like before 2022. There were 5 to 6 questions from geography only. In this year there were around 19 to 20 questions from geography, and these questions were in line with the questions were from physical geography, Indian geography and world geography, as well as they also connected with current affairs, international relations. So map making questions were mainly from current affairs and international relations. So all these questions do come under geography. So the first question from previous year 2022 question paper in geography is, consider the following statements. High clouds primarily reflect solar radiation and cool the surface of the earth. Low clouds have a high absorption of infrared radiation emanating from the earth's surface and thus cause warming effect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, D, neither 1 and 2. The correct answer here is D. So this is from physical geography. That is, clouds high up in the atmosphere tend to warm the earth more than they cool. High thin clouds trap some of sun's heat. As a result, this warms the earth's surface. So statement 1 is not correct. Meaning high clouds have a global warming effect. High cloud have a greenhouse effect there. Whereas low clouds within a mile or so of earth's surface tend to cool more than they warm. Okay, so the statements have been reversed there. These low thicker clouds mostly reflect sun's heat. This cools the earth's surface. So the statement 2 is not correct. Okay, so if this is earth's surface, these are the low clouds and these are the high clouds. The high clouds are comparatively thinner. Okay, low clouds are comparatively thicker. So what happens here is, the sunlight which is coming into the earth will be reflected back by the low clouds, whereas the heat being reflected by the earth is trapped and sent back to the earth in high clouds, and the sunlight is trapped in higher clouds as well. As a result, this impacts the global warming. Okay, then consider the following statement. Again, international relations and current affairs. Bidi Bidi is a large refugee settlement in the northwestern Kenya. Some people who fled from South Sudan in civil war live in Bidi Bidi. Some people who fled from civil war in Somalia live in Debad refugee complex in Kenya. Which of the above statements are correct? So the correct answer here is C, 2 and 3 only, because the Bidi Bidi refugee camp is not present in China, but it is present in, not present in Kenya, it is present in West Nile area of Uganda and is home to over 270,000 South Sudanese refugees. Okay, Sudan, North Sudan and South Sudan are going through a civil war crisis. So as a result, there are lots of refugees. This is the second largest refugee settlement in the world. So settlement 1 is not correct and settlement 2 is correct. Then the Dadaab refugee complex has a population of over 2 lakh registered refugees and asylum seekers. Dadaab refugee complex consists of 3 camps. The first camp was established in 1991 when the refugees fleeing the civil war of Somalia started to cross the border to Kenya. So statement 3 is correct. Okay, so both are refugee camps, both houses. Bidi Bidi houses Sudanese refugee camp, so statement 2 is correct, whereas Dadaab houses Somalian refugee camps, but the place of their origin or place of their the location is wrong. Bidi Bidi is in Uganda, Dadaab is in Kenya. Okay, then consider the following countries. Okay, again map based question. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Croatia, Romania, Uzbekistan. How many of the above countries are the members of Organization of Turkic States? Here the correct answer is C, 2 and 3, 2 and 5 only, that is Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan are the only countries who are the members of Organization of Turkic States. In this question, you could use common sense here. Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan are the only two countries in this list who are Islamic origin, who are of Islamic origin or who are of Muslim majority. Okay, so who were previously considered as countries belonging to Turkic states. So similar, just imagine the Turkic state will majorly be consisting Islamic Muslims, so they would be most probably members of Organization of Turkic states. The other three countries are Christian majority countries. So why would the Christian majority country want to be member of a Islam majority grouping? Okay, so here the common sense would prevail here. So the correct answer is C, 2 and 5 only. That is the Organization of Turkic States, which was previously called as Cooperation Council of Turkic Speaking States or Turkic Council, was established in 2009 as an intergovernmental organization with the overarching aim of promoting comprehensive cooperation among Turkic states. Its four founding members are Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Turkey. During the 7th summit held in Baku in October 2019, Uzbekistan joined as a full member. Hungary received observer status at the organization during the 6th summit at Chaponla. Kyrgyz Republic in 2018, and lately in the 8th summit held in 2021, Turkmenistan joined as an observer member of the organization. So point 2 and 5 are only correct. Armenia, Croatia and Romania are not its member. Next, consider the following statements. Again, economic geography question. Gujarat has the highest or the largest solar park in India. Kerala has a fully solar powered international airport. Goa has the largest floating solar photovoltaic project in India. Which of the above statements are correct? A, 1 and 2, B, 2 only, C, 1 and 3, D, 3 only. The correct answer here is B, that is 2 only. Because India's Bhadla Solar Park is the largest solar park in the world. Bhadla Solar Park is located in Bhadla, which is a dry and sandy region in Rajasthan. If you were thorough with the current affairs in that year, you would have easily answered this question because it was in news very frequently in that year. It is present in Rajasthan and spans over 14,000 acres. So statement 1 is not correct. Second one, the Cochin International Airport became the first India's airport to be built under a public-private partnership model and has scripted another chapter in the aviation history by becoming the first airport in the world that operates completely on solar power. It was also in news, so statement 2 is correct. Then NTPC's floating solar installation spans over 75 acres in Simhadri Reservoir area in Andhra Pradesh, not in Goa. So it will generate enough electricity to power 7,000 homes using more than a lakh solar photovoltaic models. So statement 3 is not correct. Okay, so this is based on renewable energy. Okay. So moving on to question number 5. With reference to the United Nations Convention on the Law of Sea, consider the following statements. Consider the following statements. A coastal state has the right to establish the breadth of its territorial sea up to a limit not exceeding 12 nautical miles, measured from baseline determined in accordance with the convention. Ships of all states, whether coastal or landlocked, enjoy the right of innocent passage through the territorial sea. The exclusive economic zone shall not extend beyond 200 nautical miles from the baseline from which the breadth of territorial sea is in measure. So the correct answer here is D, all the above statements. So question is about UN clause. It is a static part in geography. UN clause or United Nations Convention on the Law of Sea was adopted in 1982. It lays down a comprehensive regime of law and order in the world's oceans and seas, establishing rules governing all uses of oceans and their resources. According to it, every state has the right to establish the breadth of its territorial sea up to limit of not exceeding 12 nautical miles, measured from the baseline to determine in accordance with the convention. Okay, if this is the coast, 12 nautical miles from the coast are considered contiguous zone, territorial zone. From 12 to another 12 nautical miles are contiguous, and from here to 200 nautical miles is called as exclusive economic zones. Okay, then subject to the convention, ships of all states, whether coastal or landlocked, enjoy the right to innocent passage through this territorial sea. Okay, right to innocent passage in the sense the vessel which is passing through the territorial area should not be of defense, should not be of nuclear powered, etc., etc. Rest of the things they are allowed to pass through this. However, the host country or the country which has the territorial waters has the right to tax those vessels which are passing through the territorial water. Okay, so it states that exclusive economic zone shall not extend beyond 200 nautical miles from the baseline from which the breadth of the territorial sea is measured. Okay, so statement 3 is also correct, but based on the continental shelf legal authority, okay, seabed authority, they can extend it for another 100 or 150 nautical miles. Okay, but it is extra provisions, but according to UN clause provisions, only 200 nautical miles is the correct answer. Then, which one of the following statements best reflects the issues with Senkaku Islands, sometimes mentioned in the news? It is generally believed that they are artificial islands made by a country around the South China Sea. China and Japan engage in maritime disputes on these islands in the East China Sea. So the correct answer here is B. If you are familiar with the South China Sea disputes, there are certain islands called as Parsley Island, Senkaku Island in East China Sea, and then some other islands are there. I forgot it. So all these islands are very important in South China Sea, whereas Senkaku is not in South China Sea, but it is present in East China Sea, and it is in conflict with Japan. So the Senkaku, as it is called by Japanese, or Daiwu, as it is called by the Chinese, islands were formally claimed by Japan in 1895 and have been privately owned by a series of Japanese citizens for almost past 120 years. China began to reassert its claim over Senkaku or Daiwu Islands in the 1970s, citing historic rights to the area. Tensions between Japan and China over the contested islands continue to increase as both countries improve their military capabilities, particularly their radar and missile systems in the region. Okay. Recently, Japan government has bought it from the Japanese citizens and it made it as a part of sovereign Japanese territory. Then, consider the following statements. Okay, match the following question. So again, a map-based question. So here it talks about country and the important reasons for being in the news. First one is Chad, setting up a permanent military base in China, based by China. Guinea, suspension of constitution and governance by military. Lebanon, severe and prolonged economic depression. Tunisia, suspension of the parliament by president. The correct answer here is, so we are asking to correctly match, that is only one pair, two pairs, three pairs, and all the four pairs. Very difficult question. Even if you know two pairs, then you will not be able to answer the correct answer. Even if you know three pairs, even then you will not be able to answer the correct one because not sure about the fourth one. So these kind of questions are very difficult. So here the correct answer is C, only three pairs, because statement 1 is not correctly matched, because Chad in 2020, President Idris Deby Itno was killed, and in April 2021, during the fighting against rebels in northern Chad, he was succeeded by his son, that is Muhammad Idris Deby Itno, as the head of a military junta. It was not in use for setting up a permanent military base by China. Okay, it was in use because of coup or the replacement or change in the presidential candidate. Where rest of the pairs are correct. Guinea was in use because some of the officials or US officials are reported to have warned that Beijing plans to establish a permanent military station in Guinea. Recently, Guinea's military leaders have suspended the constitution and closed the country's border. So the statement 2 is correct. Then third about Lebanon. It is enduring a severe and prolonged economic depression there. According to the latest World Bank Lebanon Economic Monitor, the country or economic and financial crisis is likely to rank in the top 10, possibly top 3 most severe crisis episodes globally since the mid 19th century. Okay, so the pair 3 is correctly matched. Final pair is Tunisia. Recently, Tunisia was in news because Tunisia's president Kai Said has dissolved the country's parliament. So pair 4 are correctly matched. Okay, so by this time you should understand how important international relations and map-based questions are. Okay, so whenever you see any country which is going through turmoil, whenever you see any country which is having an issue with the China or USA or India, that country becomes very important. Okay, so current affairs is mixed with international relations and asked based on the map. Then, eighth one, consider the following pairs. Again, a pair, region aforementioned in news and the country: Anatolia, Turkey; Amhara, Ethiopia; Cabo Delgado, Spain; Catalonia, Italy. So the correct answer here is B. Only two pairs. Anatolia, it is present in Turkey, which was the ancient city in Turkey. Recently, Turkish police detained several people over the links to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's archfoe, US-based cleric Fatahullah Gulen. In the latest crackdown, police carried out simultaneous raids in several cities, including Istanbul as well as Konya and Kayseri in central Anatolia region. So, pair 1 is correctly matched. Amhara, once a key ally of Ethiopia's federal government, is in its deadly war in the country's northern Tigray region. The neighboring Amhara region is now experiencing government-led mass arrest and disappearance of activists, journalists, and other perceived critics. So, statement 2 is also correct. Pair 2 is also correct matched. Whereas Cabo Delgado, recently at least 24 countries have sent soldiers to support Mozambique in its fight against insurgents in the northern Cabo Delgado province. So Cabo Island is not related to Spain, instead it is related to Mozambique. So pair is not correctly matched. Then Catalonia, it is an autonomous region in Spain, not in Italy. It is an autonomous region in Spain, designated as a nationality by Statute of Autonomy. Since 2010, there has been an increasing support for Catalan independence in the global level. The team of Barcelona is based in Barcelona FC. It is based in Catalonia region. Okay. Then consider the following pairs. That is serial number, reservoirs and the states. Again, Indian map based question. Ghataprabha, Telangana; Gandhi Sagar, Madhya Pradesh; Indira Sagar, Andhra Pradesh; Maithon, Chhattisgarh. The correct answer here is C. Only 3 pairs, because Ghataprabha, it is located in Karnataka, which is across the Ghataprabha river in Ghataprabha village in Gokak Taluk of Belgaum district of Karnataka. The Ghataprabha reservoir serves for the purpose of irrigation and drinking water requirements in the region. Okay. Then Gandhi Sagar reservoir is located in Madhya Pradesh. It is one of the 5 water reservoirs of national importance. Gandhi Sagar Dam was constructed in 1960 to provide drinking water to several districts of Rajasthan and generate 115 megawatts of electricity. So pair 2 is also correctly matched. Then Indira Sagar Dam is a multi-purpose dam project at Madhya Pradesh in central province. It was built on Narmada river, which flows from central India to western India. It is a multi-purpose river valley project for development of water resources in Narmada. Okay, so whenever you read about any dams, the dam, its location in a particular city and its location on a particular sea or river, sorry, not sea, river, also becomes very important. Okay, then Maithon is located on the banks of river Barakar. Maithon, Tilaya, these are part of Mahanadi River Valley project. Maithon Dam is located about 48 kilometers from coal city of Dhanbad in Jharkhand. The dam with an underground power station is one of its kinds in the whole Southeast Asia. So pair 4 is not correctly matched. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. So only second option is the correctly matched. So here it is asking about not correctly matched. Only Gandhi Sagar, Madhya Pradesh is the correctly matched. Ghataprabha, Indira Sagar, Maithon are not correctly matched. Maithon is in Jharkhand, Indira Sagar is in Madhya Pradesh, Ghataprabha is in Telangana. Then 10th question. Among following crops, which one is the most important anthropogenic source of both methane and nitrous oxide. The correct answer here is B, rice. Okay, so this is an agriculture based map based question. So agriculture is estimated to account for 10 to 10% 20% of anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. In 2005, it accounted for 50% and 60% of the total anthropogenic methane and nitrous oxide emissions respectively. Rice paddies are considered one of the most important sources of methane and nitrous oxide emissions, which have attracted considerable attention due to their contribution to global warming. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. So, in today's session, we will discuss these 10 questions. In tomorrow session or next session, we will discuss the rest of the 10 to 9 questions which are present in geography. So, if you like the video, then please click on the like button, comment on the video, and also share with your friends so that they can also get the benefit of the video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and also click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.